I've noticed today's Halloween and dads are leaving for work early. Now, I don't know if this is kosher, but dads are leaving for work at like 4 o'clock while it's still light out to go trick-or-treating with their children. Now, if I was 20 years old and I was trying to get started in the business and I would tell my office manager that I got to leave work early for Halloween to trick-or-treat, I don't know if that would go over too well.
No, Jesse Waters just leaves work a little bit early to punch holes in the tires of the new interns who he wants to sleep with. That's why he leaves work early. But he does get some pushback from his guest, MADISON ALWORTH, but Waters just can't help himself and has to add this commentary at the end.
As you probably know, we answer to our boss, but we also answer to our wives and to our children. And I know that my dad had to come on Halloween with me because we were elite trick-or-treaters. We had a lot of candy. I possibly could not carry all of it. Where does that candy need to go?
What did you wear that was so elite that you got so much candy that your dad had to leave work early and leave everybody else high and dry so he could carry an extra sack?
It was not very creative. I'm half Indian. My mother's side is Indian, and I just love my culture, which is not a costume and it's probably not PC, but I am Indian, and I was an Indian princess.
All right, so if you're Indian, you can dress up as an Indian. Otherwise, you can only cross-dress. Got it.
We always have to bring it back to trans people. And I'll just say, as someone who's really lucky, my dad worked nights. He was essentially a stay-at-home dad. I got to spend a lot of time with him that a lot of people don't get to spend with their dads. Like I'm sure that like at the end of life, there was never a moment my dad looked back and was like, oh, I wish I had spent less time with my kids and more time in the office. And like, it's so sick, it's despicable. I mean, Jesse Waters is a father, right? He's got kids or something. I don't know if he's capable of producing a human child, but he's, it's so weirdly sexist because it's saying, it's a woman's job to take care of the children, even in trick-or-treating, and it's a dad's job to be absent, I guess, from these formative like childhood experiences. He is the worst. I hate him very much. And F you, Jesse Waters. And now let's talk about quickly who your garbage person of the week was. And it was, drum roll, the House GOP for wanting to help the rich and defund the IRS.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.